What up, though, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to Table for Two with Mike and Sheree. I'm Mike.
And I'm Cherie. Our show is about serving up laughs, love, and leftovers from last night's arguments, helping you survive love one story at a time.
At Table for Two, we stir the pot with a little shade, a lot of laughs, and the real truth about making love last from those not tonight moments to those, oh, that was your fault moments, and everything in between. We're not therapists, just a couple chasing happiness, learning as we go, and having fun along the way. So pull up a chair and let's get into it. So what are we talking about today?
We are talking about stage 2 of our 5-part series on the evolution of love, the reality stage, when the representative gets benched.
So let's talk about how it feels like in that stage 2, how it felt for you and what some of the signs are that you're in stage 2.
Well, you don't feel the same patience or those feelings where everything is kind of rose-colored glasses. It's kind of more of let's take off the glasses and let's sit down and deal with some of the things that are happening, like bills. Like, why did you get mad a few minutes ago about what I said, about how something made you feel? The relationship kind of shifts more into feelings to choices. So
What
whereas
do you mean by
before,
feelings and choices?
whereas before you may go off of, oh my God, I feel so in love right now, and I feel so happy that I'm with this person. I feel so. There's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of endorphins and things that are kind of at the forefront versus,
Endorphins
okay,
are my favorite.
we have to, there's more choices basically, like, okay, what are we having for, these are small choices. What are we having for dinner? What are we going to do about this car that broke down? What are we going to do about, I don't know, this bill that we have to pay? Just things like that.
So like
it's
the adult, like adulting stuff,
pretty much
kick in,
adulting,
right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
like for me, and I don't know, for me, like I need to know, and I've told you this before, in my stage 2, I need to know what your crazy looks like, what your madness looks like. Like if you get mad at me, I need to have an argument with you to see what I'm not gonna make an argument with you, but I do need to know what it looks like when we're upset with each other. Are you gonna bust my windows out? Are you gonna not talk to me for a week?
Right. Right.
Am I gonna get the silent treatment? Are you gonna throw my stuff outside and bleach it? I don't know. Like I need to know what
Probably
that looks
burn
like.
it, not bleach
Burn
it.
it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just go ahead and burn it. If you're gonna bleach it, you might as well burn
I
it.
want to see some fire. I want to see some excitement.
But then I'm out though. I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you get a little whiny or a little bit of attitude, but you can still come back and be emotionally intelligent, I could deal with that. But that's the stuff, the type of thing that I need to know. How you pay your bills, all that kind of stuff in phase 2. If we're trying to go to the rest of the phases 3 to 5, right?
I don't know. I feel like you should have found out how bills are paid in the honeymoon stage. Although it's the honeymoon stage, it still can last for quite a while. And I feel like you should know that before you try to go to the reality stage. Because if you didn't have a good honeymoon stage, the reality stage is going to be hard to survive if you're,
But the honeymoon stage is just butterflies and lollipops.
well, as we talked about on the last episode, that can last between 1 and 3 years. Now, you can't be in butterflies for 3 years and not know how somebody pays their bills. Is that a fair statement?
I think it depends because you can be in the honeymoon stage. If I have a place and you have a place,
Yeah.
and we're not combining anything together,
Yeah.
then we don't know what each other's bills look like. We don't
That's
know
true.
how much money we got in our savings account. We don't know if we got 401ks those conversations need to be had.
Right.
But as far as like the day-to-day stuff, we don't know if I'm a junky person or you're a clean person. Because when you used to come over my house, I would throw everything in the closet and just vacuum the floor and make it look like it was clean. But I had a closet full of dirty clothes.
That is so funny. 4 baskets of clothes that were clean and you just didn't fold them up. But
I needed somebody to fold my clothes for me. I hate folding clothes, y'all. That's the worst thing for me is folding clothes.
that's hilarious.
Not
that was still in the honeymoon stage, so I couldn't even say that you were faking because I saw it
Yeah.
for myself.
So you knew what it was already.
Yeah. So that was a little.
That was not a shock.
That was a little partial reality stage for real.
Yeah.
Like you was not even having a representative come out with regard to that. I was seeing all the things.
Would you say, I'm just going to ask her this, y'all. Did you feel like my representative is who I actually am in real life, like in our stage too? Do you feel like I changed a lot
Well,
or?
I will actually say you probably so we're talking about stages later, but I would say actually you're going into the reality stage of it. I wouldn't say that I didn't know who you were at the beginning. I can't really say that. I can't. But we were also dealing with quite a few different things at that point. We were living together in stage two. I would say our stage two started when we moved in together. That's stage two. The other part was honeymoon. We were like, hanging out on the weekends and we were like dealing with like a lot of fun, really. We
Yeah, it
had
was a
certain
lot.
things, but we weren't doing day to day things.
Mm-hmm.
So honeymoon stage lasted for us for about 3 years. But then the reality stage kicked in extra hard.
Super hard, like a ton of bricks.
So the reality stage goes from things like "Good morning, beautiful" or "Good morning."
Like the text messages.
Yeah, text messages. Let's talk about some of the things that.
I mean, I probably
Like,
text you good morning, beautiful in the morning every day and stuff like that for a while.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No, I mean our honeymoon stage lasted for quite a
Yeah.
long time with us. Like we didn't even have a whole bunch of blow up arguments and things
No,
like that.
but then it went from good morning text to, hey, can you stop at the store on your way home and grab some milk?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, that's
no
true.
more love
That's true.
messages. Like she used to write these little love notes and put them in my lunchbox in the morning, y'all. No, I'm just playing. She never did that.
Why? I would definitely make him lunch, but I wouldn't put love notes in there. You wish.
You didn't make me lunch per se. It was just leftovers from it.
Okay, but I still made you lunch. Cut it out. Anyway.
Okay.
So
Okay,
just some of the stuff. Always lying in this podcast. Always lying. This is supposed to be a real podcast.
It is real. Okay. If leftovers is considered making me lunch,
it is because I pack it up for you. If I didn't pack it up for you, then you wouldn't have a lunch because you're not going to do it yourself, are you?
that's what McDonald's is for. No, I'm just playing. Okay, let's say that you make my lunch. You do.
Mm-hmm.
You put me some leftovers aside for me to have some food in the morning.
Okay, let's talk about some other things that change a little bit. What about
date nights? Date nights a lot of times end up, because it's expensive, right? And you start joining forces. The outside costs. Every time we go outside, it costs. Today I took her outside, y'all. It's $200. Yesterday we went outside, $200. So yeah, it gets expensive.
It's not affordable. So sometimes you gotta, in the reality stage, you gotta for real just sit down and maybe like stay at home and watch some movies. You gotta have date night at home.
And do a little Netflix.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's still romantic. That's still spending time together, right? That's still intimacy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Let me know in the comments what y'all do in the second stage. If y'all stay home and don't go out and y'all have a night in, like what kind of stuff do y'all do to kind of keep the spark going and keep the costs down?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Especially with that. But definitely still do date nights.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely do date nights. That is essential to just who you are as a couple and kind of keeping it really interesting.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
So some other things that might be present in the reality stage is like things that you used to think was like cute, little quirky things that was cute.
They become annoying.
Now they're annoying.
Yeah. Like you're snoring, for example. And probably my snoring too.
Nobody snores, however.
But here's the problem. Let me tell y'all. Cat. Here we go with the cat. Y'all know every episode she gonna cat, right? So here's the cat. When we got together and we started sleeping together, I told her she snored. And she was like, I don't snore. So I took an audio recording of her snoring and I played it back for her. That's not me. You downloaded that from somewhere, blah, blah, blah. That's not me. So the next time I took a video of her and finally she had to fess up that she was a snorer. But why you
only when my sinus is act up. When the weather is changing. Seriously. I don't snore all the time. Do I snore all the time?
I mean, you don't snore all the time.
Every now and again.
But when you be calling hogs, though, I'm going to tell you, but you think I'll be just capping for no reason. Well, just crazy to me because I'm not a capper.
You are an exaggerator. You do exaggerate. So capping and exaggerating, there's a fine line between those two things.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And sometimes your exaggeration turns into full cap. So
Whatever.
that's that part. Some other things that happen is you have to start talking about money. That is a very touchy subject because love is amazing, but it does not pay bills.
It don't.
Right? It doesn't pay bills. So you definitely have to talk about that. That to me should be talked about in the honeymoon stage. That should not be waiting to the reality stage because I don't think you're going to make it to stage 3 if you're waiting for the reality stage to talk about bills.
Agreed. And
I know a lot of
we did
people
an
do.
episode on that.
Yes, we did.
Episode called Is Love Enough?
Yes, yes, yes,
So we had some interesting comments on that one as well. And
Yes.
it's an interesting topic and it's an important topic.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Ooh, I guess we don't need to talk about money in this segment, but we can talk about also communication.
Mm-hmm.
And communication means more than just talking, but it is your tone, it is the patience, it is kind of actually educating yourself on how to communicate
With
with
your
each other,
partner.
right?
I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody has different styles, everybody has different things that they need, triggers, things like that. So we have to be cognizant of all of those things.
And then when you
Things.
tell a person what their trigger is, you have to actually take heed to that trigger and try not to
Trigger them.
load the clip and empty it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It seems like you're referencing something here, but
Oh, I might be talking about you.
But
But she's better now. But I'm just saying, it's a thing though. Like seriously, you have to learn these things when people's triggers are. And you try not to trigger them, especially in a conversation, especially in phase 2.
well, these are all challenges.
They're very much so
They're
challenging.
challenges.
Hey, but we did it. We got through it,
We did.
and we're still working on it. It's a work in progress. And we've been together for quite some time.
We
now.
continue to. Yep.
I think we got married in 2018.
We did, but we were together before that for
So
5 years.
So we've been together for like 12 years, and we're
Correct.
still working on it.
Yep.
But honestly, the first, would you say, 8 years, 9 years? Like, we didn't implement some of the tools that we had
Well,
planned
yeah.
on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We found a new way to communicate. And,
And also to continue with, this is kind of off topic, but I mean, this is a reality stage, just to kind of almost every week do a check-in or like just how you're feeling. And we don't do it every week. We're supposed to do it every week. We have it on the calendar for once a week to kind of do like a communication powwow, because we realize that if we don't do that, we kind of get lost. Of course, there is I don't know, it's essential. Some people do therapy every week, but we have done all of that. And we decided that in order for us to maintain the things that we've learned, we do a check-in.
we do
Once a
check in once a week.
And sometimes we don't do the once a week. Sometimes we skip weeks because we're doing other things, but we definitely have it on this calendar. So the next one is like the power struggle,
Mhm.
right? What's the power struggle? Each person wants to be heard. The I'm right, you're wrong kind of dynamic starts.
Mhm.
Small disagreements can turn into complete full debates. Some of the debates that you have may turn into something that is not even on subject. There's some rules to that, but learning to compromise becomes something that if you're not used to, you have to do,
Mhm.
right?
Agreed.
So it can't be my way or the highway
Mhm.
type energy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And sometimes you just gotta let your partner win so they can.
Why are you pointing at me?
Huh?
Why are you pointing at me?
Huh?
You never let me win anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I
Your
call it the
nickname is
strategic
Mrs.
surrender.
Last Word because you got to get the last word at all times, bro.
that's not true.
What?
That's not true.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, see, now I got to record her.
The representatives
Fucking show y'all.
The
She always got to get the last
representative-
word.
is not on the bench right now for him. Okay.
Whatever,
This is
bro.
truly the reality stage. We're past that though. But let's talk about, we talked about all the things or some of the things that could happen during the reality stage.
Mhm.
What do we go over? Money talks, communication possibility, communication issues possibly,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
The quirks being annoying,
Mhm.
doing little things for each other that you used to do on the honeymoon stage. I don't know if we talked about that, but that's also a point too, right? How do you survive the reality stage?
I think communicating not just talking, but listening to your partner during that stage and having some compassion and understanding. But part of the communicating is actually being able to voice your feelings to your partner, right? And your partner being open to actually listening.
And that was where you had issues with me,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what that meant. I was pretty defensive. But once I feel like it's a natural defense mechanism. I don't know. But that's
I mean, it is, but you have to realize that about yourself and overcome that in order to be able to have a
successful relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Everything doesn't have to be an argument or a knockdown blowout.
It's true.
Sometimes it can be resolved. Sometimes you can agree to disagree.
There's no winning, right? But there's no winning because guess what?
Winning.
We're a team.
Exactly.
And if you're on the same team, you can't win because winning is staying
That
united.
means someone has to lose.
On the same. Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So we win together as a team.
Yeah.
So that means coming to some type of happy medium,
right,
or understanding what that other person is feeling, because it's coming from somewhere. It's just not
like that. That's very true.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Setting realistic expectations for each other. Realistic is the key. You can have expectations, but nobody's perfect, right?
Right.
But having realistic expectations is gonna help a lot. Keep dating each other.
Definitely keep dating each other.
Buying each other little
Don't
gifts,
stop.
doing special things for each other. I will say that I'm kind of guilty of maybe not paying as much attention to that as I should. At the beginning, I'm gung ho and I'm doing all the things, but I do have to remind myself, even though we've been together, everybody likes to feel special.
She did something really nice for me today, y'all. Can I tell them what you did for me?
What?
What? It's not bad.
Are you trying to be funny?
No.
What did I do?
You bought me a plane ticket.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was really nice because she didn't have to do that. But she bought me a plane ticket.
Funny.
That was dope. That was super dope.
Not.
Yo,
So
my wife
those
bought
are
me a
easy.
plane ticket.
Those are easy things for me. It's the other stuff.
Throw some money at it. Yeah.
Throw some money at anything. I'm like, oh, let me fix it here. Let me buy you dinner.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, thank you for saying that.
No, that was really awful. Well, she didn't have to do that at all because, I got a couple dollars. But for her to do that, it was like, nice.
I did out of my allowance money too, y'all. Like, didn't need that for much shopping. But anyway.
One of the other keys, though, this is very important, very, very important, right?
I think so.
Is to not compare your relationship with other people's relationships.
That's very, very, very
Don't even bring it up in an argument. Don't be like, well, such and such do things this way. Or, I talked to such and such and she said she did this in their relationship. Like, don't do that.
That's true.
Now, there might be things that you can take from other people's relationships that you can implement in your own.
Right.
But I feel like there's a way to interject that without
putting your relationship up against the other one.
Exactly.
Or making your relationship less than.
Exactly.
In comparison to somebody else's.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's almost unfair because I feel like you're almost trying to challenge the other person to do better, but not just saying that or something, right?
You can't not know.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like you're almost pitting your relationship against the other person. Yeah. And anytime you do that, again, that's comparison and that's almost being competitive, right? And we don't need to compete when it comes to our relationship with other people. That's crazy to me.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100%.
So you basically work off it. You have your person, they have their person. Like you have your person that you need to work on things that you and your person need to work on. And you just put that in a little box and that's where you stay. You don't need to try to look outside to anybody else's. Focus on your own. Right?
Yeah, I do.
So when it comes to disagreements, we have to understand that that is not an argument. That's one thing I had to come to appreciate. I always felt like anytime we didn't agree that we were having an argument. So of course, when you're arguing, what happens? Nothing gets really solved. So disagreements does not mean disconnection. You can actually connect when you have conflict. You can figure out how to come to a happy place if you have good communication. Right? So
most of the time.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Right. Have to cool off for a couple 10 minutes. But still, I mean, absolutely.
Right. So
All right, y'all. Well, let's get into our one of our favorite segment of the night. Let's do it.
The
Truth
truth
comes
comes
out.
out.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the first question. All right, you ready? All right.
Do it.
So, whose representative went away first? You. I thought she was gonna try to cap y'all, but she didn't cap. She took it like a champ.
I didn't. I
You
can't
took it like a
really
champ.
say that because you don't really have a representative. You're kind of like
I'm just me.
you're the same throughout.
I'm
So
me.
if there was a representative for me to have had, which I don't, I'm real, so I don't even know about if I had a representative.
You
I'm just who I
did.
am.
You definitely did.
Whatever.
And we'll talk about this on another episode. It's not her fault, but she does have a representative. But at this point, your representative has become your perma self. So
I don't
she's
even know what that is.
that
or what
means that you're a
means.
sweetheart and I love you,
That's
and
good.
that you are
Thank you.
back to your representative self.
So what that means is that there was never really a representative. It's just that you started letting too much of the reality stage come out, and I had to like take my representative
We was
and
doing
bench
good.
and
We was
bench and
doing
bench
so
the rep
good
and
until the
bench the
captain
rep
started.
until the bench.
You had to take your representative off the bench and put him back in the game.
No, I had to bench the rep because he was acting
I'm
up.
saying, but you put the representative back in the game now because I'm acting right.
It's safe. Yeah, it's safe. It's safe. My representative is actually who I am. I had to just let you see that other side, that side of. I don't even know what that's called.
Captain.
All right, whatever.
Captain. Okay, go
Who's
ahead.
more
You go.
stubborn in arguments?
You.
No. You see what just happened?
Why? What just happened?
You will not lose again. You see me? I was like, all right, stand down, and I did. Y'all see
I'm
that
just being
on
true.
camera,
I'm
on
being
camera.
truthful, y'all.
All right.
Listen, why would you say I'm more stubborn? You can't even give one example of me being stubborn in an argument. When we do have arguments, it goes off the rails. Like she started bringing up weird stuff, like
That's
that
that.
don't even
See, so first
pertain.
of all, you're not telling the truth right now. That is my maybe 3 years ago. So
Oh,
okay, so now you're not being honest.
my bad. My bad.
Okay.
You are better now. For
And
sure.
so are you.
But
'Cause
you know,
you're
we
really-
both, but we think we both like sometimes kind of slide back and do some of our old habits. So we have to be reminded about it.
Mhm.
And in the heat of the moment, ain't nobody trying to hear
We
that.
forget our teachings.
Yeah, we forget our teachings. Remember your
We forget our
teachings.
teachings. Yeah.
All right. What's one thing you learned about each other once the honeymoon ended? When the honeymoon phase ended.
I really can't say that I learned a lot about you. I think I knew everything, even during the honeymoon stage. I was like, well, it's only 20, so I'm here for it. What about you?
Let me see. What did I learn about you after the honeymoon phase?
Well, you learned that I had a problem with time,
I
time
did
management.
learn that time management was an issue.
But you got me together, and
Yeah.
I'm on time.
Yeah,
Even if I have to look ugly going out.
it's true. So yeah, that was a shocker
See,
for
I'll
me.
sacrifice.
Good
I'll
job.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not together, I'll still try to be on time for this man.
Thank you, baby.
All right.
Who's more dramatic after the disagreement?
For real. You. Because you'll go and sit on the couch and be mad for like 6 hours. And I'm like, are you still?
Like
What's
just be
wrong?
watching TV.
I'm like, are you okay? Or well, you'll come in the room and you'll be like looking crazy in the face. And I'm like, are you okay now? You're like, no, I don't like how that conversation went. I'm like, all right, well, let's talk some more.
So I'm a drama queen. Okay, got it.
I didn't see. Y'all see who be tripping. Who's more dramatic? Period. Not just after a disagreement. Did he just turn those words into I'm a drama queen? Go figure.
All right.
All right. So it's
Clearly
you.
I'm a drama queen.
Clearly.
All right,
I
cool.
mean, you're a drama something for sure.
Well, the
So-
reality stage isn't the end. It's where
Let's try the end.
yeah.
I think it's where it begins. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Because you get to see a lot of things where filters are coming off. The foundation is truly starting. And so I think when you think about a foundation, that's where you're starting to build, right?
You can laugh through it. You can live through it eventually. It ain't always going to be that way.
Well, it's definitely kept us together. A little bit of laughing with a lot of scrapping, some
Mhm.
honest conversation, some hard, honest conversation, lots of tears, it's all kind of stuff. But we're here.
We
So
here.
that's what
We made
matters.
it.
And if y'all enjoyed this episode and y'all plan on riding with us in the future, please like, comment, and subscribe and follow us for upcoming episodes every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, y'all. Peace. We out.